There's been a lot of confusion around the newly passed and signed Social Security Fairness Act, which gives an increase to Social Security recipient. Actually, millions are going to receive this increase, an average of $1,583. And so I wanted to jump on here and do a live session and clarify what is going on. So let's jump right in. So what is this about? Well, this is the Social Security Fairness Act. This was passed by Congress recently and signed into law a few days ago by President Biden. And there's been a lot of confusion around it. I did a previous video and got a lot of questions. So I wanted to jump on here and talk about it. So if you're new here, I want you to hit the subscribe button. I want you to hit the like button because this channel is dedicated to helping you with Social Security and disability, food stamps, Medicare, Medicaid, and every personal finance issue that may affect seniors and people on disability. We're here to help you. So hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. So this is breaking news. This bill was signed just days ago. President Biden signed it, and millions are going to be getting a paycheck, sorry, a Social Security increase. And if you look at this news from PBS, it says Biden signs bill to raise Social Security payment for millions of Americans. And then we go on with CBS News, which says that Social Security Fairness Act signed into law, enhancing retirement benefit for millions. And then here is ABC News. Bill signs, Biden signs bill boosting Social Security payment for millions. And then here's Newsweek talking about the same thing. And AP, the Associated Press, higher Social Security payments coming for millions of people from bill that Biden signed. So basically, over 3 million beneficiaries will see their Social Security checks jump from $1,976 to up to $3,559. Now, find out if you qualify for this because this is breaking news. This is happening now, and I'm here to bring you all the details. So, after a 40-year battle, a massive 190 billion bill has been passed by Congress, and government workers in states that previously were denying Social Security benefits can now get their benefits. Now, it comes at a price tag. So, since 1983, government workers have fought against the WEP's unfair reduction of their Social Security benefits. Many of them had second jobs that paid into Social Security, but were never able to get the benefits they deserve. Organizations representing teachers, firefighters, police officers, and postal workers have all lobbied Congress for decades to try to get this changed. Well, for some of these affected retirees, the WEP has meant that they were receiving about half their earned Social Security benefits. And for some, especially teachers, after retiring 30 years from teaching, they only got about 30 to 40% of what they deserve. So many retirees with extended careers have been waiting for years and decades for this bill to be changed. And so I am here to bring you the details about who is eligible and how this works. So, this historic repeal of the 40-year-old WEP addresses a long standing issue where government workers with pensions had their Social Security benefits significantly reduced. And so if you qualify, you could see your Social Security go from an average of $1,976 to up to $3,559. The repeal recognizes that these workers have earned the money, they paid into the government pension, and they also paid into Social Security separately and deserve both. So, effective going all the way back to January 2024, if you're eligible, you are going to get the benefits, and they're going to start trickling in February 2025. This is specifically targeted at government employees who had worked at least 10 years and paid into Social Security for 10 years. So, what does this look like? Well, the current situation is that the average Social Security benefit is $1,976. And this is based on how long you worked and how long you paid into the system. And once you retire and you claim your benefits, you get about 50% replacement, which means that if you've worked all these years and paid into Social Security, you're going to get 50% of your average pay or your average wages. So Social Security typically does not give you up to 100% of what you used to work, you used to earn when you were working. You only got 50% or up to 50%. Well, for those who missed out on this and had been denied their Social Security benefit, who are low income, some of these people are going to get up to 90%. And let me explain. Because first, let's talk about the WEP. The WEP corrects a system of unfairness to Social Security beneficiaries who were government workers and only got 50% of what they deserve. Now, these workers fully earned their benefits, and the government pensions through their public sector work was also earned. But the government put in a rule to say that if you had worked and paid into Social Security and you also paid into a government pension, that you were double dipping. And so for 40 years or 4 decades, all these people have been denied money that they deserve and have earned. And so the WEP elimination is going to restore those benefits back to them. The GPO is affected by spouses. So spouses who lost their government pension because they were double dipping. So it restores full survivor benefits to widows and widowers of government employees who often lost most or all of their spouse's Social Security benefits. It creates equality between government and private sector workers for spousal benefits. And particularly important is that retired teachers in certain states did not receive their Social Security benefits at all. So a lot of you have been asking about, does this affect SSI beneficiaries? Well, the answer depends. If you're receiving Social Security and SSI, but you've paid into the system and you are a government employee, you work for the government and you paid into the system and you were denied your full Social Security benefits, and that's why you're getting SSI to top off, well, then you're eligible. It's going to cost $190 billion, but the issue is that it's going to reduce how quickly it's going to create problems for the Social Security Trust Fund, because the trust fund is supposed to run out of money in 2033, and this is going to make it worse. But these people deserve the money. They have paid into it and they have earned it. And so repealing this law was the right thing to do. So currently, if you're on Social Security, you're getting 50% of the money or 50% replacement. With this new bill, some people are going to get 90% replacement, which is why some people are going to get up to $3,559 monthly in Social Security benefits, because they paid into the government pension, they paid into Social Security, they were denied their Social Security benefits or given half of it or less than half because of the WEP and GPO rules. And now that is going to be fixed, and these people are going to get their full benefit, or at least up to 90% replacement. And so what does that look like? Well, most people are going to get an average of about $360 a month if you were affected by the WEP provision. And then if you're affected by the GPO, you're going to get an extra $700 a month for spouses and $1,190 for surviving spouses. So this is a big deal for a lot of people. Their life are about to be changed dramatically because their Social Security benefits are about to be bumped pretty high. And as I said, some people will be eligible for up to 90% replacement. For that means that they're going to get about $3,559. So that is a lot of money and life-changing for a lot of people. So when is this starting? Well, it's going to start soon. But here's the big picture. People are no longer going to be denied money that they've worked and paid into Social Security and have earned, and they're going to get what they deserve. So they're going to get a lump sum money by February or March this year. They're going to get a lump sum from 2024 January, and then after that, they're going to get their regular payment that they've worked for and deserve to get. So about 2.1 million people are going to be affected in terms of the WEP provision. and about 800,000 people regarding the GPO provision. So overall, about 3 million individuals are going to get this increase. Now, here's a map of states and how this provision has affected different states and how this is going to change the lives of many people in these individual states. Now, there's going to be some disparity. For example, California workers are going to get 90%, up to 90% replacement, while Arizona workers are going to get 50% because of how their state pension system works. So it's not going to be uniform everywhere. But here's the good news. Starting in January, Social Security is going to look at everybody that's eligible. And then starting in February and March, they're going to send you the money. Recipients don't have to do anything. You don't have to apply. Social Security has all the data. So if you're eligible, they're going to send you the money. And as I said, it's going to be retroactive January 2024. So you're going to get a lump sum first, and then your regular increase is going to trickle in. Now, a lot of people are saying that this is not fair because why are they just giving the money to the government workers and not everybody? Well, the thing is that the government workers have earned this money. They've paid into the system and worked for it. They were just denied the money that they deserve. So this is Congress doing right by people that have been denied money that they deserve and have paid into a system expecting that they will get the money when they retire, and they never got it. But here's the thing, people are saying that, well, everybody else is struggling, and so they should have done the increase across the board. I don't disagree with that, but I'm saying that this is righting a wrong that has been lingering for a long time. These people have fought for 40 years to try to get this fixed. So it's money they've paid into the system and they deserve to get it. Now, does that mean that everybody else is not struggling? No. I think a lot of people are struggling with 2.5% COLA increase that eats up, is eaten up by Medicare premium increases or rent increases or food increases or other things that people are facing, transportation, healthcare. So I get it. I think that should Congress have done an across the board Social Security increase for everybody? Probably yes. I mean, there's been, senators that have been pushing for this. Bernie Sanders was been pushing for $200 increase a month, $2,400 a year increase for all Social Security recipients. It's been put up and it hasn't gotten enough support. So I don't know if there's appetite in Congress to do an across the board Social Security increase that much. And the COLA increase that was given, 2.5%, meant that people are getting between $30 to $40 a month increase in Social Security benefits, while food prices were up, medical prices were up, transportation prices, rent, everything has gone up and stayed up. So I get it. But I wanted to clarify that this solves a specific problem for government workers, money they've paid into the system that they deserve and never receive. So this is also going to make Social Security a little bit worse. The situation with the trust fund, which is going to run out of money by 2033, means that there's going to be 20% automatic reduction in Social Security benefits. So if we're getting $2,000, you're going to get $1,600. If you're getting $3,000, you're going to get $2,400. So that is a bigger picture that Congress has to solve. And I think the whole Social Security system needs to be reformed. Either they raise taxes to get more money into the system, or they increase the retirement age, which a lot of people don't want to happen, or they do a little bit of both. But something has to be done, or we're headed for a crash. So I hope this clarifies this for you. I'm going to do another live on Saturday to give you more details about this bill and explain the individual components, give you a better schedule of when you're going to get the money, and explain who specifically is impacted and how. So until I see you in the next live, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and I'll talk to you soon.